is in place. Oh yeah, okay. Start all these nuts. Make it a whole lot easier. Yeah, make it a whole lot easier. Stuff wants to fall over. All right, there we go. You guys get back in there. They're alive, trying to get out there. There we go. So there's something in the threads, but it's just a little cross thread. Get in there. Yeah, now I can give her another test. I think I'm going to be happier. I can say that it'd be finished. Then I'll be able to do some body work on the vehicle. Embed my own metal. As well as I can also bend flashing, which I won't have to go and use a store bender anymore. Really? Yeah, there's one nut missing. Nut go. I got spares here. Someone keeps wanting to grab a hold of me. First the corner, then these bolts. There. Corded. I guess I got two bolts, two nuts on there. That's where that other one went. All right, well, at least this is going to be secured now. Yeah, so see now I can get more of a bend. 45 to 90 almost. Let's see here. So that's already bent, but you know what I mean, if it's, I can finish the bend now. And I'm also thinking, so I'm making an extra part of the frame by adding on to the ends here, making a board that comes up, and it kind of clears this here, basically it comes across, so I can put a wedge down in the center here, which will hold the center down too for extra strength. So this way I don't have to worry about it bowing when I'm bending. So I just want to see here. Most likely I'm going to have to get a thing for the center here too, yeah. Well, let's see what she does without the center brace thing. Alright, so that seems to work much better. I'm getting more, I'm pretty sure more than a 45 on there. Oh yeah, that's much better. Okay, so now I've got her working operational to satisfactory. To me being satisfied anyways. So that works. But I still want to put an extra support, so I'm going to get the wood framing. And I'm going to basically screw and glue and tattoo this top board across so I can put a wedge right down the center. So this way if I'm bending even heavier gauge, then I don't know what gauge, that's pretty heavy gauged. That's actually thicker than the gauge I bought. Nope, that's about the same gauge I just bought, but it's not galvanized, so it's just some sheet metal for the vehicle. And yeah, so I got this here sheet over at Home Depot, 24-inch by 48-inch. Good thick stuff. And I'm going to take and mark it. I'm going to cut it all to what I need. First I got to measure parts on the van. It's basically I've just got to do some rocker panels. So I've got, between bolts, I've got 34 inches. Not quite 36. So that should be able to do from the quarter panel just past the driver's door. And then there'll be like a little overlap for the other piece that goes on for the passenger's door. Alright, so that I wanted to do before I didn't get any time, but that's basically a bender without any welding, just simple angle irons. So 2 angle irons, this one here, and then this here one here, which is just, I think it's half and half or 3/4 and 3 by 3/4. So I just need just something to get in here to basically bend this here corner. That's it. Doesn't have to be a massive, a wide piece or anything. So, but this, I did need a wide piece because I wanted to be able to adjust this so I can slide it this way, slide it that way if I need to. So if I want it only be 45, I can slide this up here a little bit farther onto the hinge. So I'll only get a bend to 45. I can play with it. So other than that, that's why I put the slots. That's why I put slots instead of just a solid hole in on the top. So I've got a slot. See how I've got a gap? There's like 2 bolts in width. So I can slide it this way and I can slide it that way. So if I only want 45, I can pinch it off right here and probably it'll only fold up to 45. Let's see here. Yeah, so if I slide it there, See, it'll only go 45. It won't go any farther. So I can set it so if I want 45s, I don't have to try keep bending it to get it. I'll just set it for 45. If I want it to bend farther, then I'll just slide it back, and I'll be able to get more bend in it. All right, so that's it for the project. I thought it was just going to be a demo, something that I would upgrade later, but I got it to satisfactory, and I can also take these handles off, just undo this here nut and undo this here nut, so then there's nothing sticking out when I'm putting it away. But other than that, there is my up to 22 gauge, so basically it was 22, 24, 26, nothing thicker than 22 gauge. Other than that, then I'm going to need thicker metal. Other than that, for right now, up to 22 gauge, but if I get that framing that I say I'm going to put on here, and it's going to go up and go down and get a locking mount for the middle, then I could probably go a little bit heavier gauged. Alright, so that's it for now. So if you like, press like. If you want to subscribe. Alright, so more thinking. I was thinking of putting a brace, adding on here and putting a brace across there, but now if I'm going to be making a bend and it's be greater than 45, then that means my sheet metal, if it's longer, will not be able to pass the brace. So my idea is instead of getting a brace, I'm thinking of getting another one of these, drill another slot in it to match this one, and I'm going to double up this here brace. And being that I don't really have to worry about anything hitting the backside here or here, it's bending right here, not here, I can take and bolt both of the two braces together by using these actual holes here with some real short nuts and bolts. So now that'll strengthen it up to make it one solid piece, a little stronger, so I can get that heavier gauge. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go out and I will get another one of these and be all good. Oh, there's the blueprint pattern. I was going to use door hinges, but then I figured out that do the piano hinge. And you know what? The piano hinge works great. With a nice solid bar in the back, that piece of metal and that piece of metal combined together, it strengthens up, you know what I mean? And it's not that it's thin metal either. It's good thickness. Like it's, what is it? They call that 1/8 inch or something? I put a tags right there. But I think it's like only 1/8 inch. And so is this. This is only 1/8 inch, so don't need really anything. I was going to go get those mantle irons or mantle angles. Basically use them for your windows or for the overbought if you've got bricks. But yeah, I looked at the thickness of it, and it was so thick, like it was greater. It was like 3/8 almost thickness. So I don't need anything that thick. I need something that's going to end up be able to, that's sharp enough. Like this 1/8 inch has got a nice sharp edge, so it's going to be able to fold that metal real easily. And didn't need any other welding or anything. Like it says, most people got just a flat bar that they'll weld on to the hinges or whatever, which I was flexing a lot of them, and I wasn't happy with the strength, so I just like 2 angle bars. So I got an angle iron here, I got this angle iron, and then the piano hinge, and then a basic 5/8 deck board cut to a little bit bigger so I can clamp it down here on the deck. But I'm looking at it, and I may not even have to do any clamping unless I'm using heavy material in here. So other than that, yeah, I'm just going to get another piece of metal, and I'm going to mount that one with this one, and that should do the trick.